You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you exciting NBA action. I'm Brian Anderson, along with Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg, our reporter, Allie LaForce. We are now into November, so let's check in on the standings in the Western Conference. Taking a look at Golden State, right now 5th in the division, right in the middle.
Well, I think for the Warriors, they've stayed within arm's length of the conference leaders. That in itself is an accomplishment at this point in the season.
You know, I thought maybe they'd have it in them to actually join those leaders this season. But you're right, it's still nice work considering where they are.
And now the Indiana Pacers starters. McConnell and Nembhard are in the backcourt. Nesmith and Siakam are the forwards. And it's Huff in at the 5. And for Golden State, Curry and Pods pairing up in the backcourt. Inside, it's Green next to Jackson Davis. And it's Moody in at the 3, the small forward. Well, Clark, we've got two teams here that have serious depth. They don't need to rely solely on their starters.
You're exactly right. That's a value-added luxury that's actually becoming more and more prevalent. It also makes each team a little more unpredictable offensively. When you've got that kind of versatility and depth, anybody can step up on any given night.
McConnell with it. Pass to Nesmith. The 3-ball. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Nesmith very efficient in the catch-and-shoot situation.
And so it's Golden State with it. The Pacers beat them last time when these two met at Indianapolis.
On the road, they got owned defensively. They just couldn't match the activity level of their opponent.
And you know what, guys? It just seemed like they never really had the kind of energy necessary. They just weren't comfortable on the defensive end.
Now here's Nembhard. Doesn't go that time. Good work defensively by Jackson Davis. Goes up at the stripe. And it's Green missing.
And maybe they're a little too excited today. They need to settle down. They've opened up 1 for 4.
Siakam against Green. Siakam left side. And last season, the Warriors had their most success playing a small ball lineup, Grant.
Well, they more than held their own on the backboards in defending the paint. But you knew they'd look to add some size this summer.
Down the first one.
You know, Siakam didn't start playing hoops until his late teens, so he was raw coming into the league, and now he's one of the most skilled big men in the association.
Off on that one, so he goes 1 out of 2 at the line. The 2025 playoffs had some incredible comebacks, Clark. Indiana had some all-timers.
That was absolutely unreal, the excitement, the drama, the close finishes. I mean, unbelievable. How about these wins for the Pacers? Down by 7 with less than 40 seconds against the Bucks. Got it done. Also trailed by 7 with under a minute versus the Cavs. Won that one. And losing by 9 in the last minute against the Knicks and came through again with a win. And even in the finals, they made some miraculous comeback wins against OKC. Had at least one miraculous comeback win. So an amazing clutch playoff performance by the Indiana Pacers.
So it's the Pacers now. The Warriors getting their last shot to go. Siakam, the pass to McConnell. And once again, off the mark by Indiana. The Warriors lead by 3. Outside for Green. Let's go with a 3. Pacers with a rebound. They're coming off a win against the Nuggets.
And it's just so hard to stop them when they're scoring at that level. They were efficient and didn't let up at all.
Well, it's really hard to stop them when they're in a groove offensively, and they were in a comfort zone all game long in that one.
Podziemski. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
Second chance points are always painful. have to make the effort to box out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating, I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
Now here's Nembhard. 9 points for him in his last game.
How's that for a finish? Surprise, surprise, Nembhard showing he's got some ups.
Golden State has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Outside, Green. Back to Curry. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into this first quarter. Shot clock at 6. Moody from outside. It's hauled in by McConnell.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Pass to Huff. That one's good. On the assist from McConnell.
Hey, you'll take as many high percentage looks as you can get.
Here's Moody. Takes the 3, and the three-pointer goes.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
And here's McConnell in the game against Denver. Very impressive. Neesmith on the wing. Green against Siakam. There's Neesmith with the 3. The Warriors pull it in.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
Out of bounds, it'll be Indiana's ball. Now we get a chance to check some stats for Stephen Curry.
And over the last 5 games, his field goal percentage has increased. And you can make a case his confidence as well because of this.
Pacers trail by 4. Here's Siakam. He had 19 points in the win against the Nuggets in Denver.
And he really dominated, working hard to control the glass.
Now here's Siakam. Outside, Green. Pass to Curry. Now here's Podziemski. And here's Jackson Davis. He's marked by McConnell. The kick out, Curry. The three-pointer off the mark.
Not his best work at all. This is a quarter he'd rather forget.
Nembhard with it. Now Podziemski defending. And there's the basket. And the whistle blows. Chance at a three-point play here. Going to the line for 1. One thing about Andrew Nembhard, you appreciate the passion he plays with, Clark.
Yeah, I love his toughness. I mean, he just is unflappable. He's persistent at the defensive end, plays at his own pace, unafraid of the big moments, makes big plays and shots. I mean, you can see and feel his fire, even though he's not overly demonstrative in how he does what he does.
All right, Grant, when your team is in the second game of a back-to-back, do you play it differently?
You know, it depends on what happened in the first game. Did your starters have to play a lot of minutes? Did you get into double overtime? It just depends, B.A.
Here's Neesmith. And he misses the go-ahead basket. Golden State has gone just 2 for 6 from the arc here in the first. Got a piece of it. Now here's Siakam, covered by Jackson Davis. Siakam, right side. And then Siakam with the jam.
Well, I'll tell you what, Siakam going to the rim is like a moth going to the flame. You can't keep them away.
And so Curry will bring it up for the Warriors. They trail by 1. Pass to Green. Outside Moody. Outside Podziemski. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And there's a 3-second violation. And now a look back at last year's top shooting teams in the NBA. In the third spot, the Pacers.
They were so consistent with their shooting. Maybe not lights out, but they played smart and didn't let good looks go to waste.
The Pacers have gotten 5 of 11 shots to go. Siakam against Green. To the paint. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. And now a 3-point Pacer lead.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
The Warriors shooting just 36% here in the first quarter. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to catch up with Steve Kerr. I asked him if he's focused on a particular player in the opposing lineup, and Coach stressed the message he delivered to his team about Pascal Siakam. It was simple. Don't bite on his spin move. He doesn't want his guys falling for Siakam's tricks in the low post. Brian, back over to you.
Allie, thank you. Here's Siakam. The Warriors getting their last shot to go. And it's cleared by Stephen Curry. Siakam's gotten just one of his 4 attempts from the floor tonight. Pass to Curry. Back to Green. Over McConnell. And no good, trying to use the glass. For Indiana, they've gone 6 of 13 so far in this one. Here's the teardrop. No good there. The Warriors trailing. Green with the ball. Picked up by Nesmith. Knocked away. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Siakam. And some changes here for the Warriors. Al Horford comes in for Draymond Green. And it's Kuminga in for Moody. Then for Indiana, Shepard comes in for Nesmith. And Mathurin subbed in for McConnell. Now here's Podziemski, providing this team some offensive stability. A little over 10 points a game. Just 5 to shoot. Now the Pacers on the move. Flushes it down to finish the break.
You can't sleep on Siakam's length because he's really good at getting his hands in and flicking that ball away.
And it's the Warriors with the ball. It's a 3-point game. It's Podziemski on the wing. Pass to Jackson Davis. Now Curry. Over to the left wing. Kuminga finds Horford. 4 on the clock. Golden State needs to get off a shot. And here's Curry for 3. Gets it to go. Makes him 2 for 5.
It looks easy, effortless. Curry, natural from long range.
For Indiana, they've got 7 of 15 to find the net. Pass to Huff. Horford with a steal. And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And something I remember from their last outing, he was excellent at the charity stripe.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, he attacked, got to the line a bunch, and cashed in on his chances. You know, even in games where he hasn't been at his best this season, I mean, he still managed to get it done at the charity stripe when he gets his opportunity.
Toppin, he's checked in for Huff. Golden State has gone 3 of 7 from beyond the arc in the first. Outside Kuminga. Screen by Horford. And the ball out of play. The Pacers will have it.
Second in points off turnovers. And it's easy to admire how pesky they were on the defensive end, jumping in passing lanes and being overall extremely aggressive going after steals, finishing in the top 5 in the league in that department.
And these guys really took advantage whenever their opponents turned the ball over, finishing in the top 5 in points off turnovers last season. Now here's Nembhard. He's got 5. Out to the wing. Horford against Siakam. Toppin outside. 6 on the shot clock. Lets it go from 11. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Curry's got 4 rebounds in the game. And Grant, Stephen Curry said his goal was to play meaningful basketball games. With the arrival of Jimmy Butler, that proved to be the case.
Yeah, the Warriors have been looking to get Steph some help. The fit with Jimmy was questioned, but it's worked out better than most people expected.
Indiana trailing here. Now Nembhard. Looking at his stats, he's putting up about 7.5 per game. Toppin passes to Nembhard. Outside Mathurin. Pass to Toppin. 3-pointer. Good work defensively by Jackson Davis. The Warriors shooting the rock around 41% during the first quarter. Outside Pajemski. Jackson Davis a screen. Inside. And that one is hammered home.
He can really read the floor. Precision pass in rhythm.
1:24 left in the first quarter. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Shot's good by Mathurin.
Great body control allows Mathurin to finish through contact.
A minute 9 left in the first. And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup.
Adjustments are a part of every game and every quarter of a game. I think Coach sees something here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
And the Warriors make some changes. Payton's checked in for Jackson Davis. Hield comes in for Pajemski. And it's Melton in for Stephen Curry. Jackson, he's checked in for Indiana. Morris comes in for Nembhard. Here's Kuminga. No points so far. An easy 2 on the layup.
And I think Kuminga is at best down low in the paint.
One minute left in the first quarter. Pacers trail by 3. Outside Mathurin. Jackson with a screen on Hield. Here's Mathurin. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And those second chance buckets are major bonus points if you can get them.
Melton passes to Horford. And here's Payton. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Great job on the back end of the play.
Yep, finished with both hands, making sure of it.
Yeah, highly efficient. Nothing extra special there. Just effective.
Now here's Toppin. Right now contributing around 10.5 points a game. Toppin on screen on Payton. Clock at 6. And there's Toppin on the assist by Shepherd.
That's where Toppin does most of his damage, and he's incredibly efficient down there.
Yep, count it. And the Warriors lead by 3.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
And at the end of 1, a closely contested game so far. The Warriors on top, up 3. We'll take a quick break and then get you back to the action. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Warriors.
Well, hey, guys, I mean, can we talk about how unselfish they've been? Just racking up the assist numbers, moving it around with great precision.
Something else they're doing well tonight, guys? Lots of points in the paint. Something to continue to keep our eye on.
And it's Jones with the ball for the Pacers. They trail by 3. Well, when this game is over and done with, they'll be off to Utah to take on the Jazz. That'll be the third stop of this 4-game trip. On the floor for Indiana, they've got Benedict Mathurin, Obi Toppin out there with Shepherd. Then there's Isaiah Jackson, and it's Jones in at the 1. Golden State has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. Outside Hield. Jacks up a 3. The rebound by Jackson.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
To the inside. Here's Toppin. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Toppin's got his second basket. And the lead just keeps changing hands.
5 times already, and we still haven't gotten out of the first half.
Hield against Mathurin. There's the 3. Buddy Hield. That one's good. Hield's got 5 now.
Talk about being shot ready. Hield catches and fires as fast as pretty much anybody in the league.
Now here's Jones. Pass to Shepard. Now here's Jackson. Horford covering. Three-pointer Mathurin. That bucket makes him 3 for 5.
I guess Mathurin took a little exception to seeing that last three go down, so he was looking for the payback.
Melton passes to Horford. Here's Hield. Back to Horford. Oh, getting it done. Horford gets it to go.
You know, Horford combines skill and power with experience and smarts, and that makes him hard to shut down in the paint.
Quarter 2 and about 2 minutes in. Jones with the ball. Outside Mathurin. Pass to Toppin. Here's Shepard, guarded by Payton. 5 to shoot. Horford with the block.
Horford relentless as a defender in good position. That shot never had a chance.
Great open look there. And now a 4-point Warrior lead.
Ooh, they've been on fire from deep this quarter. Their percentage has been rising and rising.
And timeout called by Rick Carlisle. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. And players these days with great ball handling, but occasionally getting away with a carry at times.
Oh, you know, B.A., the old discontinued dribble. I mean, this might be where tracking cameras could start to help because that's such a tough call for an official to assess in the moment.
And some changes here for the Warriors. Draymond Green, he's checked in for Kuminga. Moody comes in for Payton. And it's Stephen Curry in for Melton. Then for Indiana, Siakam, he's checked in for Jackson. Neesmith comes in for Shepard. And T.J. McConnell subbed in for Jones. Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. And here's McConnell. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Siakam, the pass to Toppin. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It's on Stephen Curry.
Aggressive work in the lane. Toppin has the size and he has the bounce.
Indiana shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. That's good from Toppin. Both good from the line that time.
To have a big who's great at the line, such a plus.
Golden State has gone 5 of 10 from beyond the three-point line in this game. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. The Warriors are trying to maximize what Steph Curry has left. Coach Kerr said, quote, "What we're watching with Steph is one of the greatest artists of all time in his twilight. What can we do to give him the best chance to perform, to make the game easier for him?" That's where we are. Brian, back over to you.
Looking to stay in the mix. Allie, thank you. Now here's Siakam. An effective score for them, scoring around 21.5 points a game. The inside look is good for the big man, Pascal Siakam.
Inside Siakam gets the better of the defense using his agility, clearing himself a path to a shot.
Moody passes to Curry. Misses a 3.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Siakam, right side. Busting through inside, Siakam.
Fighting through the contact, Siakam. Tremendous finish around the rim.
The Warriors have got 3 of 6 shots to go here in the second quarter. Horford, a screen on Mathurin. Hield from outside. And the Warriors miss again. The Pacers have gotten 5 of their first 6 attempts to fall in the second. Toppin finds McConnell. Outside Mathurin. Toppin, a screen on Curry. Shot clock at 6. Fires the 3. And there's Toppin on the assist by Siakam. And now it's a 5-point Pacer lead.
He made the most of that opening, teaching the defense a lesson.
Outside Hield. Moody passes to Green. Green able to hit from 3.
Oh, once in a while, Draymond will sneak a 3 by you.
And timeout called by Rick Carlisle. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Jackson Davis is checked in for the Warriors. Huff's checked in for Indiana. And with this pause, a check on the stats to show you which teams led the league in assists last year. In third, Indiana. The Warriors, fourth.
During last season, both of these teams were just unselfish, piling up the assist.
And here's McConnell. He'll bring it up for the Pacers. Siakam outside. Pass to Mathurin. McConnell outside from downtown, and the rebound goes to the Warriors. Outside heel. Now Moody. Green, a screen. Moody on the wing. He's covered by Siakam. Moody misses. The Pacers have gotten an impressive 6 of 8 shots to fall in the second. McConnell finds Siakam. Back to McConnell. Pass to Huff. Indiana needs to get off a shot here. Beyond the arc. McConnell's shot is off. The Warriors have gotten 4 of their first 9 shots to go here in the second. Healed from outside. Can't connect. Now 2 of 6 for the game.
He can't get anything to fall, at least not this quarter.
And it's Mathurin missing.
Boy, he really bungled that finish.
And here's Curry for 3. Pass to Moody. Left side Curry. Ooh, it's stolen away. Neesmith with it. Now guarded by Moody. Neesmith passes to Mathurin. McConnell outside. Now Siakam, covered by Jackson Davis. Buries it through contact. Siakam.
This run has been fueled by their matador defense.
Warriors trail by 4. Outside heel. Pass to Moody. Outside Green. And again, it's the Warriors missing.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Here's Huff. Up top, Neesmith. And the layup is good off the glass. And now a 6-point Indiana lead.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety. What he lacks in height, he certainly makes up for with his bounce.
Here's McConnell. Yet to see a basket. No doubt, Stephen Curry is the best shooter of all time. You talk about what makes him special, Grant.
Well, B.A., he can hit shots under the most difficult circumstances, off balance, with only a sliver of daylight. And this is why teams often choose to double him the moment he crosses half court.
Neesmith's shot is off.
That's a shot he'd like back. He's usually going to make those.
Down low. Hield passes to Green. Draymond! Oh, such a force inside.
Inside, Green can be very aggressive and physical, allowing him to do work scoring the ball.
Outside Neesmith. Curry against McConnell. Back to Neesmith. 5 on the clock. Launches a 3. And Mathurin good for 3. Mathurin's got 6 points in the quarter.
And they found a nice flow offensively here in the second period.
Yeah, and that field goal percentage zooming upwards is now above 50%, which is pretty strong.
And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Pajimski's checked in for Heel. The Pacers also with a sub. Nimhart, he's checked in for Matherin. Warriors trail by 5. Now Curry. We saw him go on a scoring rampage last game. He was unstoppable. Right side Pajimski. Green for 3. The Pacers pull it in. Huff's got 4 rebounds now. Indiana's gone 4 of 9 so far from the perimeter. Pass to Siakam. Here's Huff. Lets it go from deep. Rebounded by Green. Moody with it. Picked up by Neesmith. The 3. Ooh, the smooth 3 from Moody.
That is good offense. Unselfish play.
And here's McConnell. He'll bring it up for the Pacers. Rebounded by Green. Green's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Pajimski. 4-3. It's Pajimski on the wing. Moody from outside. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. And that makes it a tie ball game.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Here's Huff. 11 points for him last game against the Nuggets in Denver.
And he brought the defense, secured 4 steals over the course of the game.
It's good. Siakam's got 8 points in the quarter.
They are winning this game largely because of his effort.
Curry against McConnell. Fires for 3. Easy money for Stephen Curry.
The ball handling of Steph is sometimes undervalued. I mean, he's much more than a shooter. This guy has mad skills as a handler.
Here's Siakam. That one's good. On the assist from McConnell. McConnell's got 3 assists in the game. .59 seconds left in the first half. Outside Pajimski. Pass to Curry. This one for 3. Huff pulls it in. Huff's got 5 rebounds in the game. .30 seconds left in the second. Here's Nimhart. Jackson Davis grabs a miss. Jackson Davis has got 9 rebounds now.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
Curry, no good. Siakam down the lane. Banked it in off the glass. Siakam's got 15.
The scoring is coming easy for him. Got to keep the ball in his hands.
And a deep 3 from Curry. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And so it's Pascal Siakam making highlights for Indiana. He made a big impact, scoring 12 points in the quarter. All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Here with Coach Steve Kerr, your defense struggling to contain them in the first half. How do you remedy it?
We got to get back in transition. We got to make them feel us. You know, they're just running anything they want. We've got to at least disrupt the stuff they're trying to do.
Thank you, Coach.
Thanks very much, Allie. And folks, we'll be right back to start the second half of this game.
Welcome, everybody. It may be early on in the season, but not too early to take a full assessment of the Eastern Conference standings.
I think for the Pacers, they've had some hiccups early on, but I don't think that takes away from the potential of this team. With their talent and coaching, they could easily mount a challenge for the top spot before it's over.
And guys, let's talk about the game we were watching. Pascal Siakam has been huge thus far.
He's wrecking those boys in the lane. They look worn out and defeated. That's how I used to do it.
Yeah, I knew somehow you was going to bring this back to you, but I don't disagree.
And that's a wrap on halftime. Thanks for watching as we send you back to BA to call the second half.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Man, what can you say? Pascal Siakam, an impressive effort here today.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of it.
Here's Siakam. Curry and Pods pairing up in the backcourt. Inside, it's Green next to Jackson Davis. And it's Moody in at the small forward position. And that's the group for Steve Kerr as we begin the second half. So McConnell's shot is off. Warriors trail by 3. And the call will be against Andrew Nembhard. That's his first foul of the game. Pass to Green. Now here's Curry. Back to Moody. And here's Podziemski. Clock at 4. No good on the 3.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Neesmith passes to Siakam. Here's Nembhard. The 3. It's good. And give the assist to Siakam. Siakam's got his 4th assist in this one. Outside Podziemski. Pass to Green. Shoots over Siakam. And it's Green missing.
Great contest of the shot. Kind of forced him to fade back more than he'd like.
Nembhard, the pass to McConnell. And here's Siakam. Green covering. Back to McConnell. Launches it. They get it back. Siakam nails the baby hook. Siakam's got 17 points.
Boy, look at Siakam using his size and that length to pull in the miss and get a look of his own.
Outside Moody. 3-pointer. Connects from downtown. Moody's gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
That's a guy you need to defend, especially from range.
Green against Siakam. Pass to Huff. Now here's Neesmith. McConnell left side. Kicks it out to Siakam. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. Here's Green. The teardrop. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Huff's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Here's Nembhard. Here's Siakam. And it's Siakam again missing. And Curry's got the ball here for the Warriors. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Jackson Davis' screen. Green on the attack. Can't hit from in close.
He just can't find a consistent way to score, and this team could certainly use it.
And Siakam gets it to go.
Boy, Siakam has been in attack mode, and it's paying off nicely for this offense.
Warriors trail by 7. Here's Podziemski. 3-pointer off the mark. Indiana has gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Back to Neesmith. Shoots over Curry. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Neesmith's got 7 points in the game. And here are the Warriors now. And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. squads that love to run. Last year's team leaders in fast break points. Fifth on the list, Indiana.
They would just push the ball at every opportunity, even when defenders had already gotten back.
Now here's Jackson Davis. 10 points for him. And here's Curry for 3. And that one's good. And Green with the assist. Green's got 3 assists now in this one. McConnell with it. Pass to Neesmith. Here's Huff. The 3 is up. Offensive rebound. And that one's good. A nice job on the glass as they picked up 2 on the second effort.
They're just taking what the defense gives them. And right now, that's the interior.
Well, once they recognized the advantage they had inside, it made a lot of sense just to continue to attack that area.
And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
The all-around contributions of Draymond Green, that's where his value lies. He's always making the right play.
Indiana leading by 6. McConnell looking around. Outside Neesmith. Back to McConnell. It doesn't go for him. Nice D from Moody. Golden State has gotten 2 of 4 threes to fall here in this third quarter. Kept alive. Here's Jackson Davis. Well, it was only a matter of time before they finally get the bucket.
Some loud hustle points right there. My goodness.
And timeout called by Rick Carlisle. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over.
And they were the third most effective team when it came to guarding the ball. They played with incredible focus when they had possession and did a great job not letting defenses get the better of them.
And you look at their assist, top 5 in the league, specifically because of how committed they were to moving the ball and making sure they got great looks. Indiana leading by 4. Pass to Huff. And here's Nembhard. 6 on the shot clock. Takes one from 10 feet. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. And he's going for the oop here. Jackson Davis misses.
Looking for the spectacular and coming up empty.
And you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Pacers.
You know, all game long, they've imposed their will on the interior, scoring a lot of points in the painted area.
You know what? They impress me from mid-range. I mean, understanding that there's more places to shoot than beyond the arc.
And he drops the first.
And Andrew Nembhard continues to prove his steadiness. I mean, he's a reliable floor general who doesn't play outside of himself, always seems to be under great control.
That one's no good. And so Curry will bring it up for the Warriors. It's a 5-point game. Up top, Moody. Pass to Green. Looking to get back on track. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Huff's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active.
They need everyone clicking here. Unfortunately, his game has gone the other direction.
Now here's Siakam. He's got 19. What a terrific move that is. Siakam's got 21.
Yes, certain nights, Siakam takes over. He's been aggressive here from the tip.
Here's Jackson Davis. Counted. Pacers leading by 5. McConnell outside. Pass to Nembhard. Now here's Siakam. 6 to shoot. Nembhard with it. Jackson Davis picks him up. And he comes up with a bucket. Nembhard's got 11 points.
That requires some body control. What a shot from Andrew Nembhard.
Jackson Davis misses.
Probably should have scored there. He usually does.
Pass to Siakam. And the ball out of play. The Warriors will have it. And a chance now to take a look at the schedule for the Indiana Pacers. On Tuesday, they'll go up against the Jazz in Utah. Then on Thursday, they'll be playing against Devin Booker and the Phoenix Suns.
Some might look at this schedule and already mark off how many wins they'll get. But I think that's a mistake. You can never take a night off in the NBA. Even the ones you think will be easy are tough.
Hields checked in for the Warriors. Toppin, he's checked in for Indiana. And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. Indiana on D. Pass to Podziemski. Back to Moody. Jackson Davis with it. And it's Toppin picking him up. Jackson Davis misses. Pacers leading by 7. And here's McConnell. Toppin outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Takes a 3. Huff can't get it to go. Golden State has gone 2 for 5 from 3 since halftime. And there's a pick. Nembhard against Hield. Now here's Podziemski. He's marked by McConnell. The shot by Podziemski, no good. The Pacers have gotten 7 of 15 shots to hit in this second half. Toppin outside. The shot's good. Toppin's got 11 points.
Well, the defense allowed that one. He had a clear path to the cup.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, Draymond Green is getting serious in the weight room. He said, one thing I learned is you have to lift weights. I was always naturally strong, so I was like, what do I need to lift for? These guys can't move me right now. But your body needs to be able to withstand the pounding of a long season. Back to you.
Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. Now here's Podziemski. And that one's good. And Green with the assist. Green's got assist number 5 here tonight. Indiana leading by 6. Here's McConnell. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. McConnell's got 4 points now in the quarter. Fantastic ball movement for them tonight.
Things are definitely working offensively. A balanced attack is just so much harder to defend.
Now here's Green. 7 points in the game. Tipped. In transition. Here come the Pacers. Here's Nesmith.
That's what you got to do every time. Be committed when you attack. Good job by Nesmith there.
2 shots. Foul. Elbow. 2.
He's got his first free throws of the night right here.
Guys, I don't think there's any doubt that the work he's put in practicing free throw shooting has paid off. I mean, he's made nice strides in getting those shooting percentage numbers up.
And timeout called by Rick Carlisle. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. And the Warriors will go with a different look here. Al Horford's checked in for Jackson Davis. Kuminga comes in for Draymond Green. Payton's checked in for Moody. And it's Stephen Curry in for Pajemski. Then for Indiana, Siakam, he's checked in for Huff. Shepard comes in for Nimhart. And Benedict Mathurin subbed in for McConnell. First free throw is good.
You look at Aaron Nesmith's career, and, you know, he was on a loaded Boston Celtics roster. Got traded in 2022, and now that he's gotten more playing time, he's made the most of his opportunity.
Making shots at the line. You need a good routine, and he certainly has one.
Horford passes to Curry. Back to Horford. Horford draws the double. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. Now, since we have this break, here are the teams with the most points off turnovers last season. Second, the Warriors.
It seemed like almost every time they forced an error, they converted on it. Not just winning turnovers, but taking them to the bank.
Here's Shepard. No points yet. Pass to Toppin. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
When you have that kind of size advantage, you just need to go right to the rim.
Warriors trail by 12. Curry looking it over. Outside Payton. On the wing, Curry. He's covered by Mathurin. Horford, a screen on Mathurin. Just 5 on the clock. And here's Kuminga for 3. The rebound by Nesmith. Nesmith's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Shepard. Outside Mathurin. Some nice passing by Indiana here. Toppin, a screen on Kuminga. Here's Shepard. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. 23 seconds left in the third quarter. Now here's Horford. He's covered by Siakam. Horford can't hit.
Not a lot you can say except fantastic job by the defense.
Pass to Siakam. Now Mathurin. From 18 feet away, he hits the back iron and sinks it. Mathurin's got 12 points. And so it's the Indiana Pacers, up 14 as we wrap up the quarter. Defense is setting the tone. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. Rick Carlisle had some advice for his team. Let's hear what he had to say.
Hold your ground. Hold your ground. Your job is just to stay in front of this guy. Don't blow by.
And Coach Carlisle preaching strong defense there.
Yeah, basic fundamentals. Doesn't want to see anyone on his team get burned on this end.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. And Indiana looking at who they've got. Pascal Siakam out there with Obi Toppin. Then there's Benedict Mathurin. Then there's Jarris Walker. And it's Shepard in a shooting guard.
Backing up that last 3 with another 3. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
Siakam against Horford. Toppin outside. Pulls up. The Warriors pull it in.
Poor defense for sure, but the offense was worse.
To the paint. And there's Horford on the assist by Hield. Hield's got 3 assists tonight.
Well, it's clear that there's a comfort level down there for Horford. He's got a lot of shots he can go to and moves to go with it.
1 minute in now in the fourth quarter. Toppin outside. Siakam against Horford. Nifty move. He can't get that one to fall. Warriors trail by 9. And he lobs it up. Toppin with a steal. Oh, deflected. Siakam finds Toppin. Here's Shepard. Unable to get that one. And Curry's got the ball here for the Warriors. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong. No baskets allowed. Hield against Walker. Lets the three fly, and Hield gets the three.
In full-on catch-up mode. They're raining threes right now.
Yeah, they've had a great second half from long range. I mean, things are definitely starting to look up for them.
Now here's Toppin. Pass to Matherin. Toppin outside. Shot clock at 5. And here's Shepard for 3. Hits a three-pointer. Shepard's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Now here's Siakam. Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
He's got good vision for a big guy. Don't sleep on Pascal dishing the rock.
Trying to make up ground here.
And with plenty of time left, you want to play with urgency, but not desperation.
Horford passes to Curry. Now Payton. Outside Hield. From the arc. Walker pulls down the board. The Pacers have gone 2 of 5 from the field in this final quarter. Kuminga against Siakam. Toppin, a screen on Kuminga. Siakam. That one falls. Siakam's got 23 points.
We know Siakam's got a really nice jumper. Still, I love Pascal in the painted area. I think using his length is where he's most effective.
A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by in the fourth. Outside Hield. A shot to stop the run. Walker pulls down the board.
I didn't care for his shot selection that time. He needs to let the game come to him a little bit. Just relax, take your time, son.
And a slam dunk by Toppin.
Yes, sir, Obi Toppin. Very few better at throwing it down than him.
How about that elevated look on the AT&T connected cam? Warriors trail by 15. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Here's Horford. The rebound by Shepard. For Indiana, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field in the fourth quarter. Knocks down the long J.
And it's important Matherin keeps hitting these shots because it'll only help build his confidence.
Now Hield. Pass to Horford. Here's Curry. Horford, right side. It's Walker on the wing, guarded by Payton. Oh, stolen by Payton. Now Horford. And there's the lob. Lays it in off the pretty lob.
Oh, man, take a look at that one. Just a textbook alley-oop.
Beautifully done. He served it up on a platter.
And a nice touch on the finish.
Indiana leading by 16. Now here's Matherin. Toppin outside. Walker, a screen on Kuminga. Toppin's shot is off. Golden State has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter here in the fourth quarter.
Oh, it's so easy for Kuminga to rise up to the rim.
Indiana's gone 7 for 17 from three-point range so far in this matchup. Toppin, a screen on Curry. Matherin passes to Toppin. And a slam dunk by Toppin.
I almost can't believe what I saw. Incredible.
I'm speechless, man. I'm speechless.
He's one of the few players in the NBA who can pull something like that off.
And the Warriors with possession here. After the basket by Indiana on the other end. Back to Curry. Out to Hield. 5 to shoot. Shoots over Shepard. And it's Hield missing.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
Now here's Walker. Shepard. Yes! Great play by Walker to set it up. And the Pacers lead by 18.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
The Warriors have got 5 out of 10 shots to drop here in the final quarter. Here's Curry. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
When you talk about shot mechanics, Curry is as close as you can get to perfect. I mean, you can tell he puts a lot of work into that part of his game, and it pays off.
That free throw misses.
Boy, how consistently good Steph's been over the course of his career. Really remarkable. What a teammate, what a leader, what a player.
And the Warriors will go with a different look here. Jackson Davis is checked in for Horford. Green comes in for Kuminga. Moody's checked in for Payton. And it's Brandon Pajemski in for Hield. And a new group getting ready for Indiana. Huff's checked in for Toppin. Neesmith comes in for Walker. Nimhart, he's checked in for Shepard. And T.J. McConnell subbed in for Matherin. Now here's Nimhart. They set the pick. Pass to Huff. Puts up a 3. Rebounded by Green. Green's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
Even though he hasn't found his groove tonight, his teammates are picking him up.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Here's McConnell. Lays it up and banks it in.
And after being held scoreless in the first half, he's starting to turn it on.
And so it's Curry with it. He brings it up for Golden State. Trailing by 19. And stolen by McConnell. On the break. Here's Nimhart. The Warriors pull it in. Curry from deep three-point land. From beyond the arc and then some. Curry's got 20 points.
He hit 3 triples in the first half. 3 more since. That's nothing to shrug at.
Indiana leading by 16. McConnell passes to Siakam. Here's Neesmith. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Siakam.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
Golden State has gone 3 of 6 from downtown so far in the fourth. Curry against McConnell. To the middle. Here's Jackson Davis. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Moody.
When you're losing, you can't afford to give the ball away.
Indiana has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc here in the fourth. Over to the wing. Siakam in the post. Green covering. Got him in the air with the pump fake and then took advantage. Siakam's got 4 points now in the quarter. Warriors trail by 20. Outside Pajemski. Here's Moody. And he jams it home with authority.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, you know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is. That's a tough shot.
Here's McConnell. The Warriors getting their last shot to go. To the right side. Inside. Warriors with the rebound. Jackson Davis has got his 16th rebound on the night. And Clark, for decades now, we've seen the Western Conference have the upper hand. Any reason you can fathom?
Not really, other than the tide shifts on occasion based on who the players are on teams in each conference. Maybe some of that frontier spirit coursing through, although I don't quite believe that as a major factor. One thing you see in the West, though, a lot of smaller market teams, and historically they've done a good job of how they run those clubs.
The Warriors have gotten 7 to go out of 13 attempts during the fourth. And he lobs it up top. And the lob disrupted. Not to be. Pass to McConnell. Shoots a three. Old Green rips down the board.
Despite his struggles to heat up and get going, the lead still remains intact.
Stephen Curry. Cash from downtown.
He's trying to carry them back into this game. He's absolutely feeling it this quarter.
Pacers leading by 14. Nembhard with it. They set the pick. Off on the layup. Warriors trail by 13. Now Green fires the three. It's off. And here's Nembhard. McConnell outside. Here's Siakam. McConnell outside. Just 5 on the clock. From 11 feet away, he got it.
Boy, he is fundamentally sound. Tough cover.
Golden State has gone 4 of 8 from three-point land during the fourth. McConnell against Curry. Another chance. And yes, sir. Lays it up and in.
When the shot goes up, he is not a guy you want to lose track of. Boy, that's a nice play right there.
A minute 35 left in the final quarter. Picked it. Podziemski with it. He's picked up by Nembhard. And they're on the break. Green against Siakam. Outside Podziemski. McConnell with a steal.
Barring a miracle comeback, this one is wrapped up. They were able to control the tempo and flow of the game, and it will end in a victory for the Pacers.
And at first glance, it appeared to be an easy win for them. However, they had to weather some storms along the way, Grant.
Yeah, in terms of competitiveness, it was a lot closer than the final score indicates.
And with this performance, they'll have claimed their 8th win of the year.
And even though this season series was only 2 games, a sweep is still a sweep.
I tell you what, no matter how brief it is, anytime you can get a season series sweep, you're happy.
And we get spoiled sometimes, but we should take a second to appreciate what a sensational performance this has been for Pascal Siakam.
He had a surplus of energy tonight, providing defensive help all over the floor and making it seem like they had 6 guys out there instead of 5.
Here's Siakam. 3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. They set the screen. McConnell fires. Oh, no good. The dry spell continues. Knocks down the trifecta. So Indiana wins it. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them. They had to dig deep to come out on top.
Yeah, you know, some teams might buckle under the pressure towards the end. The crowd was so amped up, such a hostile environment. But they stood tall and got the win.
All right, let's go courtside to Allie LaForce with our player of the game. Allie, it's all yours.
Pascal, these days you are called upon to carry this team. Does that bring added pressure?
this is a game that I love, and I just want to have fun playing the game. And I think, I got to just be myself. Like, don't get lost in everything going on. Be yourself. Play basketball. Have fun. And, I'm just happy to be able to go out there and play hard.
Guys, he wants the pressure. Thanks, Pascal.
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that'll do it, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching. And let's reveal our player of the game, Pascal Siakam.